Hey, what is up, guys? Boris here, and today I'm coming to you guys with a One Piece theory review. As I said in my previous videos, I would start reviewing bigger theories, ones that are more popular, and well, this is one that I've gotten a lot of requests for. A lot of people have asked me to give my thoughts on this and my opinions on it, and that is Blackbeard and what his, you know, what's going on with Blackbeard, pretty much. And in this case, we're going to be reviewing the Cerberus theory, um, and I'll talk a little bit about that, but most of you probably have heard it by now, and I figure I'll just give you my thoughts on it. For those of you who don't know, I guess we can just go ahead and start the video. There's a theory, a very popular theory, that Blackbeard has the Cerberus devil fruit, which would be considered maybe like a mythical Zoan, a devil fruit. And essentially what it would do is it would let you, I guess, eat one fruit of each type. Essentially, you'd be three different people. And the thing that makes it interesting is that, of course, you know that devil fruit, you can only eat one, because then another one would cause conflict between, I guess, the two spirits of the devil fruit, is, sort of what we've been told. But people speculate that with the Cerberus fruit, and there's a couple, I'm going to talk about, there's a lot of different versions of the theory, so I'm going to talk about a couple of them, a couple of the different ones, but, definitely people do believe that with the Cerberus fruit, you could essentially become three different people, and therefore eat three different devil fruits. And, what people really want to see is possibly Blackbeard gain the strongest Zoan fruit, which would be the Cerberus, the strongest um, Paramecia fruit, which he already has, which is the Whitebeard's fruit, and then possibly the strongest Logia fruit, and that's to be determined. But that's pretty much the basis of the theory. I'm gonna go talk into a little bit more why people think this, and what then give you my thoughts on it. So let's get started with that. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, there's been a lot of foreshadowing to Blackbeard and him possibly being three different people, or having some relationship with the number three. For starters, we know that at his flag um, has three skulls. I believe he has three pistols. Um, but really the big thing that a lot of people point to is his weapon. It's like a three-pronged knife, or I don't know what to call it. It's like a Wolverine-ish kind of thing, where he has three things that come out of his weapon that on his hand. And one thing that people always point to is the fact that he was able to damage Shanks just about 2 years prior to the start of the series, I believe. Shanks, being very powerful, Whitebeard, sorry, not, Blackbeard damaged him, and it seems to be with that weapon, and that's where that's where Shanks got the scars from, of course, and it's very interesting that someone on Blackbeard's level, who's not really a commander on the Whitebeard pirates, was able to damage Shanks like that. Um, and people uh, say that possibly Blackbeard has the ability to sort of be three different people at the same time, sort of as similarly to how Zoro was able to use Asura during the CP9 arc. And he sort of became, I mean, the thing is, when I say become, I don't actually mean like manifest into different people, although that might be the case, but more like have the presence of three different people. And that's what caught Shanks off guard. He did not expect that. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. People saying maybe someone else, like the second one of him, was the one who attacked him or something like that. But and again, the reason people point to this also because of the fact that at Jaya, after Whitebeard gave his speech, Luffy and Zoro both said, so they're like, no, you mean them? I think Nami's like, I can't remember the exact thing, but Luffy and Zoro referred to Blackbeard as plural. And when I saw this, I actually thought that it was meaning that they had noticed that Blackbeard had his crew with him, so that's why he used the plural, because they said, well, not just Blackbeard, but there's also Van Auger and Doc Q and Jesus Burgess there, and they had noticed that there were people with him. But again, that's kind of weird because they hadn't actually, I don't know, I don't think they actually saw them, and I don't think they had hockey at the time, so I don't know how they would tell. And I think, people take this as foreshadowing as to that. Um, but again, this all leads to the theory that Blackbeard has three different personalities. And when I say personalities, I don't like I said, I mean both in that people think he can manifest into sort of three different people. That's how he caught Shanks off guard, similar to how Zoro uses Asura, but also possibly that he has three different actual personalities, like the one that it wants to chase the dreams, or telling Luffy not to chase the dreams. One that is sort of I mean, you can't really tell at this point, but three different ones, because he's both a villain and he's also sort of a hero in that he actually encourages Luffy to not let the haters get to him. Um, and we don't really know his goals yet. We don't know his goals yet. He's chasing devil fruits. He's a killer, so he could be like, one guy is like a kind person who wants to help him achieve his goal. Another one's like an evil person who wants to destroy the world or something. But you never know. With people with multiple personalities, they're very complex, so it's hard to tell. Again, I'm just letting you guys know what the theory is, and I'm giving you my thoughts at the end. Um, but yeah, so not only is his personality, it's also multiple people, but also people believe that he can eat multiple fruits, and that's how he got the devil fruit. Now, I already gave you guys a theory on how I believe he acquired the fruit, but again, when it comes to how he actually managed to consume the fruit and without dying, um, I still, nobody really knows yet. So what we do know, though, is, of course, and people will always point this out, is that it probably has something to do with his body form, or his shape of his body. Because I remember someone at Marineford, it actually mentioned that it probably has to do something with his weird body. And so again, that could possibly be that the fact that he has a weird body due to the fact that he ate the Cerberus devil fruit, and therefore that means he can eat multiple fruits, up to 3, because he has 3 people inside of him. I don't know, but I mean, that's pretty much the gist of the theory. Um, and I think that's it. If I leave anything out, I might put it in. But as to what I think about it, I how should I say this? I mean, for sure, it's the theory with the most with the most sort of signs of foreshadowing. Again, there is definitely some foreshadowing with Blackbeard and the number 3. Now, does that mean that he has 3 personalities? Possibly. Does that mean that he ate a devil fruit, like the Cerberus devil fruit? Possibly. I will go, I did a little bit of my own research, and I will go into depth here, because we do know that Blackbeard had been searching, had joined Whitebeard's crew in hopes of finding the devil fruit, and he actually joined the crew for over 20, or for about 20 years, of what he said. 20 years of searching for it. That's how he ended up killing Thatch, the 4th Division commander. But he decided to lay low, and he never wanted to become commander. He literally just wanted to find the fruit. And the weird thing to me is that he joined around the age of 16, so by that time he already had the knowledge of all the devil fruits, or at least that one that he was looking for. So how did he know that that one was the strongest one? Why did Thatch not know? How did Whitebeard's crew maybe not really know the full potential of it? Why did Blackbeard know the full potential of it at such a young age? Also, we haven't seen. It seems from what we've seen, if he does have the Cerberus fruit, no one has mentioned it, and you would assume that being 20 years on the crew with them, that someone would know if Blackbeard had the Cerberus devil fruit, or some sort of powerful devil fruit that lets him eat multiple ones. And yet no one has noticed it, no one has mentioned it. Everyone's been surprised by it. So why is that if he's been on the crew for 20 years? So it's 2 possibilities. Either one, he doesn't have a devil fruit, while he was on the crew, or 2, he ate it beforehand and just never revealed it to someone. That one I see, is pretty hard, right? Because 20 years without actually revealing your devil fruit, especially if it's a mythical Zoan. I mean, maybe in the cases that it, it's not like maybe the Cerberus fruit doesn't actually manifest himself into a Cerberus, but it's just what gives him the 3 beings. But again, that's that's kind of pushing it. It's kind of sketchy. I can see it being possible though. But the weird thing would be that he'd eat it before joining the crew, which would be at the age of 16. Otherwise, someone would have noticed that he had gotten the fruit and that he ate it. And of course, like I said, and also due to the fact he was already searching for uh, the Yomi Yomi no Mi. I guess that's the Logia one. Sorry. So yeah, so Logia, the Mythical, and Paramecia, he'd have the three strongest ones. But again, the weird thing is that he, by the age of 16, he already knew about the Yomi Yomi no Mi. And if he had the Cerberus devil fruit, he would have had eaten it by then. So, of course, people speculate, that maybe he comes from a family that, already had knowledge of the Yomi Yomi no Mi, like I think Beck 26 does. And, it's very interesting to see what's going to happen. Now, again, the reason I say that I'm kind of skeptical about it is because by 16, it's kind of pushing it, or at least I think that's what the wiki says, that he joined around the age of 16. I might be wrong about that, so let me know if I am. But, again, if you look what Robin went through, you can definitely accomplish a lot by yourself like that. We've seen Blackbeard's picture as a kid, and of course, we see he's sad and he's looking up at the moon. So, we don't know. There's still a lot of mystery surrounding Blackbeard during his younger age, or during his younger years, and we'll see, that throughout the series, or later on in the series, we'll see what happened exactly and what led him to search for the Yomi Yomi no Mi, and how did he get information about it. So, that's very interesting. I don't know. I really don't know. Blackbeard's definitely more powerful than he let on while he was in the Whitebeard crew. Look at the people who are under him. You have a ton of impelled down escapees, and then we don't even know how strong, Jesus Burgess and Doc Q. We've seen Jesus Burgess, so far. I can't gauge how strong they are so far. The original members. Lafitte was able to sneak into Marigeau headquarters, so he must have some sort of. Must be pretty strong if he's able to do that. And of course, you saw Van Auger being able to snipe down a seagull from way, way, way past viewing distance. Something that I think is similar to what we saw with Usopp in the recent chapters. That maybe Van Auger already had that hockey way before, or I don't know, whatever it is, but that sniper ability, at that point. So these guys might actually be pretty strong, and Blackbeard might be pretty strong as well. So. A lot stronger than what he led on to believe before. It was revealed that maybe it's in terms of fighting, because again he did mark Shanks with his weapon. So that's pretty much those are my thoughts on the theory. Again, we also have to think. One last thing, we have to think about what where the D is going to come into play when it comes to Blackbeard. Is he actually a D? Is he just using it to possibly to because I've seen this theory is that he's not actually D, he's just using it to acquire his goals and get closer to acquiring those devil fruits that he was looking for. But to me, I don't see why I don't see how advantageous it was for him to have a D. I don't see the advantage that he had beforehand. Now I can definitely see him having the D could help him get that emperor status and people more afraid of him. But in the past, I just don't see how that was advantageous to him, and I don't see why he would fake it. But maybe he isn't a D and he actually doesn't know that. Also, that's another possibility. But as regards to theory, I think it's, again, I'm kind of skeptical because of what I said earlier. He'd have to have that Zoan fruit before he joined the crew, so he'd have to get it at a young age. How do you get a mythical Zoan at a young age? Although, to be fair, if we see the recent chapters in X Drake or possibly X Drake, and how young he was when he had his fruit, possibly, then it wouldn't surprise me. But again, it seems as though it's very specific fruit. You need that combination of those two fruits. You need the ancient Zoan and the Yomi Yomi no Mi combined. So it seems as though he's been playing this for a long time. And again, what is his ultimate goal? Is it just pure chaos and destruction? Maybe. But yeah, it's solid theory. Definitely, like I said before, and I said it multiple times, there's definitely some foreshadowing with the number 3 with him, and I can definitely see him having multiple personalities. That's for sure. Did he eat the mythical Zoan fruit? We've yet to see, and I'd probably give this theory. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It's pretty solid. For most, most of it's solid, and I can agree with most of it. Or I shouldn't say agree, but I can definitely see a lot of it being true. Again, once we get the backstory and once we get more about Blackbeard's younger days and why exactly he was sad and how he got information about the devil fruits that he has and that he might have, we'll see. And how exactly did he get, the fruit from Blackbeard? So we got all that to check out, and it's a big theory, so giving it a rating is pretty hard. But I will give it an 8 out of 10. And people spend a lot of hours, working on this theory, very popular theory, and I'm not surprised that it's gotten this solid at this point. But again, we'll see. Now, before I end, I just want to say sorry guys, I haven't been making videos. Or I took like a week off or something. I just playing some video games, and Christmas season, so I've been shopping and stuff. But I will go. I am going on vacation starting next week. Not this week, but next week. So probably no videos that week either. But I'll try to make probably like a video, probably like 4 or 5 videos this week to make up for that. So make sure to leave a like if you guys like the video and like my review of that theory. Let me know what theories you guys would like me to review. Some popular ones. I've already gotten a lot of requests, so just you guys letting me know which ones you want to see. It helps me, choose which one I will review first, I guess. And make sure to subscribe for more One Piece theories. Make sure to check out my One Piece playlist with over 30 theories, over 30 theory videos for you guys to check out. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching.